I've recently taken on a new challenge at a different company, working on a brand new project. And like it has happened to me at the beginning of my previous employment, I'm starting to feel the imposter syndrome kicking in. So I thought, I've been able to overcome this before, so I need to figure out what I did back then so I can apply it now as well. And that's what this video is all about. How to overcome your imposter syndrome. According to Wikipedia, imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern in which an individual doubts their skills, talents, or accomplishments and has a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud, an imposter, despite external evidence proving otherwise. And this definition seems quite accurate to describe it. A chef who's been invited to cook for a very important venue, a writer who was asked to write a daily section at the local newspaper, and of course, the developer who got the job and now has to write code together with the team. Imposter syndrome applies to all areas of expertise, and it is a highly widespread phenomenon. Very often do I see tweets of people experiencing it, and probably you've seen them too. Countless blog posts of people sharing their experiences and how they felt at the time. Close friends who may have opened up to you. The truth is, imposter syndrome is real. And that's a good thing, actually. It shows that you actually care about your work, about the quality of what you're delivering. But, and I know this very well, it can be quite hard to cope with the feeling sometimes. In software development specifically, there are a couple of reasons why you might feel the way you're feeling. For one, the field never stops evolving. It is a large field and it is only getting bigger. The demand for developers has never been higher, which leads to the creation of new languages, new frameworks, new positions, new tools. And this means that there is more to learn each day and at a higher complexity. So it is completely normal to feel overwhelmed from time to time if you're a developer. A second reason might be unrealistic media perceptions. Software development has gained massive traction within media outlets, with new and groundbreaking startups being commonly covered by the press, portraying its brilliant founders and super smart developers, giving outsiders a sense that only the most intellectually capable are able of such feats. So you might be wondering at this point, what can I do in order to fight it? There are a few actions you can take to try and combat the imposter syndrome living within. Let's look at action number 1. Embrace it. You need to realize and even accept that imposter syndrome never truly goes away. Since you're comparing what you know against what you think others know, you miss to see others struggling and you don't even know what they lack knowledge of. And this is basically the basis of imposter syndrome. You start to see everyone else's success and intelligence around you, and you start fearing that you might not have those capabilities. For this, you need to embrace the fact that there will always be something new to learn. And instead of thinking of this as overwhelming, which it might be, think of this as a liberating thing. You have the ability to always keep learning and growing and evolving yourself. Which takes us to the next action. Adopt a growth mindset. A person's level of intelligence is not fixed or set at birth by biological factors. Most of the times, generally. And those who think so tend to have a need to constantly prove their abilities and intelligence and to be immediate perfectionists. And for them, failures are often blamed on the circumstances around them or other people. But the reality is that intelligence is not fixed, but instead it is directly related to effort and challenge. As Carol Dweck says in her book, Mindset, the New Psychology of Success. Looking at obstacles as opportunities to learn and improve is the basis of the growth mindset, and it will make you a better developer and a better person overall. Action number 3 is keep track of your achievements. Regularly reflecting on your successes can help remind you of how far you've come and how good you really are. A good way of doing this is to keep track once a week or once a month, wherever you feel most comfortable with, of all you have achieved during that period, and writing it down on paper on your preferred note-taking app, or better yet, by building a portfolio or a blog demonstrating your newly acquired skills. And this way, whenever you start questioning yourself down the line, you have a long track record alongside you with all your achievements that can help you balance out any negative thoughts that you might be having at some point. And finally, a bonus tip on fighting your imposter syndrome is to promote teamwork. Mainly within your company, encouraging a relaxed work atmosphere and collaboration can help mitigate the effects of imposter syndrome. When everyone becomes aware that their coworkers also don't know everything, it becomes easier to accept that you don't know everything, and that we are all humans learning together. The key point here is that it's okay to ask for help, and in fact, you should be highly encouraging it within your workplace. Suffering from imposter syndrome can be debilitating. Remember, you're not alone on this. If you aim to adapt and learn new skills and technologies when you need them, you're not an imposter or a fraud, you're a developer.